Staying centered in your own energy. It sounds really simple, but a lot of us get sidetracked. We get other people's influences on us and energetic pulls on us. And so I just wanted to go through some simple reminders of how you can protect your energy. It's essential for you emotionally, mentally, and physically. And here are some of the practical ways to stop having your energy drained. 1, set healthy boundaries. Learn to say no. And we're so used to going with our head and not our heart and our feelings. But before you give somebody a yes, I'd love to, go into your own heart and see if you really, really feel it. And if you don't feel it, you don't have to do it. And you don't owe them an explanation. So say no without any guilt. And if there's people who drain you, and we all have those people, just set a time boundary with those people. You don't have to, just get completely exhausted. And you can just say, no, I'm sorry, I'm not available. Or let me get back to you. The other thing that's important is you can change your mind. And you can say yes, and then you can change your mind and say, oh, sorry, that doesn't work for me. It's important not to lie and say, no, I'm busy doing blah, blah. Don't lie, but you don't have to give them all the reasons why you're not going to do it. And then visualize a shield around you. I'm going to show you I'm just going to walk you through cutting cords, but then you need to put a seal of protection around you. And one of the ways is visualize like you're in an egg, and the outside of the egg is a mirror, and then it mirrors back to the person whatever energy they're giving to you. And if it's beautiful energy, it's great because they're getting back beautiful energy. But if it's not so beautiful, guess what? You're not taking it on. So one of the things I do actually every morning is I go around my aura, and if you've watched the chakra class, you will see where your subtle bodies are in your aura, but you go around it with your hands and around your back from your feet, up your back and around your head like this, and then up the front of your body. And then if there's any cords in the back of you or in the front of you, you kind of pull them up and you cut them with your hands. And you do that 3 times. And 3 is a very, very powerful number. It is the number of creation, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, thought, word, deed. It's a very powerful number. And when I worked with this medium in England, she was the one that told me always do things 3 times, because if something isn't of the light, it has to tell the truth after 3 times, which I didn't realize until that point. So do it 3 times. Go around your whole energy field. Even if you don't know where the cord is going, just cut it. And then once you've cut it with your hands, you bring all the cords, if there are any, in front of you, cut them. And then you visualize the violet flame coming from your heart chakra and just burning through your subtle bodies, just this beautiful violet light, just burning through anything and transmuting all energies that are not of service to you. Because energy never dies, but it can be transmuted. And energy also does what you tell it to do. So cut the cords and then visualize yourself in this beautiful egg with a mirror on the outside of it, and that will be your protection. And if you have an interaction with someone that's not healthy or not harmonious, do the cord cutting. You can do it at work, you can do it at your parents' house if you need to, anybody's house. Just go in the bathroom and just do the cord cutting. And it's amazing how much it brings your energy back to yourself. So that's one thing I would do every morning and every night. when you're starting into a new way of being. And then ground yourself. So walking barefoot is really, really good. I would never wear shoes unless I really have to. And then visualize your feet. Just plant your feet on the floor. You can visualize your feet going all the way down to the middle of the earth, to the middle of Mother Earth. And then they're connected through a cord to Mother Earth. That will ground you also. You can also use stones in your pocket. You can hold a stone or a rock or a crystal, and that will help you ground too. I had one client who was totally ungrounded, and I actually brought her some rocks, not big, some little rocks from home, and she would keep them in her pocket because it kept her grounded. She was an actress. And then call all your energy back into your body from wherever it is in the universe and release everyone else's energy. And you do that 3 times. So the way you do that is I call all of my energy back into my body from wherever it is in the universe now. I call all of my energy back into my body from wherever it is in the universe, back in my body now. I call all of my energy from wherever it is in the universe back into my body now. And then you can say, I release anyone else's energy I've taken on or absorbed. I give it back to them now. I give back everyone else's energy back to them now. I give everyone else's energy back to them now. That's really important too. Limit your time with people who drain you. As I said, you don't owe them any access to you. It's okay to protect your peace, even if it's your family. You can detox the violet flame is probably the most powerful thing to protect your energy space. But as I've said in one of the videos, your home is an extension of your aura. So you can do it with the violet flame. You can use Palo Santo, sage. You can use tuning forks. You can buy them on Amazon. I've done that and I have some here. And you can use, if you know Reiki, you can use the Reiki symbols and you can see them pouring down on your house, and ask the angel Michael to put a seal of protection around your house. I think, I've done that. I've done it always, but now I use the violet flame. And then spend time alone. So many people are so busy all the time. And I think it's important to be still a few times a day. Just take 5 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day, and just sit still and do nothing. I started doing that recently, and all this information came to me, which has saved me so much time and energy because things just came to me because I wasn't doing. You're a human being, not a human doing. And most of us spend our time doing. You can use journaling too. That's a really good way to clear your head. You don't have to over-explain or to justify your actions. And being English, that's something we always did. You can just say, I'm not available right now. I remember, 30 years ago, I met this South African lady. And I can't remember where I met her, but she was telling me, don't explain, don't complain, and don't apologize. And that's a really good, it's a really good marker. You don't have to explain, you don't have to complain, and you don't have to apologize. But you do have to have healthy boundaries and know what's right for you. And that's from your feelings, not your logic. You're not responsible for how other people react to you. And just release the need to fix or rescue or be a people pleaser, because that's where we lose energy too. And you can use affirmations. My energy is mine and mine alone, and I release what isn't mine to carry. Because so many people carry all the burdens of their friends, their family, and having a salt bath is really good at night. I take baths instead of shower most of the time, and I add salt and ask that the energy, any energy you've absorbed, you can ask that it's transmuted, and the water will do that. Energy, as I said, never dies, but it can be transmuted. So just with your intention, you can do that. And just be in gratitude. Gratitude is so powerful, and it's the energy of grace. And when you're in grace, everything good comes to you. And you can also, you can ask for information in your dreams to help you set boundaries if you need them. But it's really, really good. And it's really, really important to stay in your own energy. Because otherwise you're scattered and all over the place, and you're trying to create a life you want, but you're only using maybe 50 or 30% of your energy. And I've worked with people where we've done the cord cutting, and afterwards they feel so much better because they're not being drained all the time. And the psychic cords are usually with people that we have a strong connection with, but it doesn't mean that it's healthy. And especially with family members, when you cut the cord, it doesn't mean that you don't love them and that you're not there for them if they need something. It just means that your energy is your priority. And that's actually all you're responsible for, is your own emotional, spiritual well-being.